Starting from scratch again. Okay. Hi. I'm back. My name is Sinva, and I'm going to be playing Satisfactory for the next who knows how long. If you're from YouTube, hello. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. You probably only hear that once. I've been gone due to a mixture of things. Generally speaking, I have, I don't know if I said this before in the last or the previous streams, I've been in pain, like a lot of pain, specifically like back pain. And unfortunately, back pain has to do with sitting. And, you know, sitting has to do with being on a computer, and being on a computer has to do with streaming. So, you know, they all just kind of coincide together and made it so that I couldn't really do anything. Hello, Miss C to B. So, you know, that was fun. In the meantime, though, I've been, like, you know, healing up, making sure I can actually, like, breathe well and stuff, and drinking water, all that stuff. I saw that there's been a lot of stuff, like, thanks. I hope that I've seen that there's been a lot of stuff recently with, you know, Twitch and YouTube and most other platforms. But I was kind of too lazy to see how that would affect me since I'm such a small creator, so I don't know. Maybe that's a bad thing. Do that, and oh, is this our saber? Yeah, we got a saber. That's pretty cool. That's saber. Anyway, it's been like 2 weeks. Zen Guy's been here. I haven't really touched this game, so congratulations, you've missed absolutely nothing. So that's great. And also, I went on a trip with my fiance in the middle of that as well. It was like, you know, 75% of the way there. Still couldn't sit down, but could still like walk and stuff. We went out to like a different city, hung out, got to see a bunch of different things. Wish you could slice things. Anyway, but yeah, I guess I'll just kind of momentarily talk about that as we go along here. So yeah, hopefully y'all will enjoy me being back. I don't know. So let's see here. It looks like we have enough of the copper. We're trying to go for hypertubes. I think we're going for hypertubes specifically because we want to be able to travel to our coal destination faster, which is great and all, but I think we're also very much under load here when it comes to like iron production. And if I can remember clearly, you want to create a smelting facility? Am I right? Was that what we were doing last time? Is one of those things. Either creating a smelting facility or generating stuff for the hypertube. Something along those lines. You know, if I read the comments or Twitch chat, just remind me if that's true. But I don't know. So that's what we're gonna try to do today. It's gonna be a lot of work, a lot of different things to do, a lot of hopefully a lot of banter. But who knows? Let's see what the recipe is for these barrels here. Oh, it's coming back to me now. We need to make a thing. foundry thing. Yeah, the foundry. Yeah, I remember now. All right. And a foundry requires us to have... I mean, we can make the foundry just fine, but we need the alloys. The thing, coal and iron. So, I don't remember if we have iron for the steel. Iron, yeah, coal and iron make steel. And so we need to have that iron... Right. Didn't we have a coal line all the way over here? Somewhere? Coal? I remember this. We drug the coal out all the way over here. That's the cave. And we... From there... Oh, right. Can I break this down? From there, wanted other things. I think we're using the line as a way to like guide us, if I can remember correctly. Because we wanted the coal to travel, so that way we can start making stuff. Oh, come on, where is it? It's somewhere here. Yeah. I see it now. Alright, see that? That's our coal regimen. Our coal line. It's our coal transport. So let's follow this guy. I see that the fauna has grown in my stead. Also, I heard there's an update 6 coming out for this game. This is kind of fun to hear. And definitely not too bad of a draw. We might have been running out of materials. I don't necessarily remember. Conveyor's too long. So this is what I'm immediately thinking, right? A lot of things bouncing around in my head, right? We have the fact of wanting to make a smelting area that just generates iron or copper or whatever, and then transports that, to, a storing facility of some sort. So not only we're gonna have the storage place, you have a smelting place for each of the locations. Except for, coal, because coal is just basically liquid power gold. So, we're good there. Let's see here. This should be good. This should be fine. Well, fine and dandy here. That's also the thing. With each of these, new replacements and stuff, I still don't know where this is gonna go. Players in the way. Like you care. I'll just jump. And now I'm on top of it. On top of air. How about them apples? Okay. It does look like we are, generating a lot more than we can carry. And we can obviously optimize this for more. It does make sense to modularize things too, right? Because you only need one mine shaft, right? For all of this. But a smelting facility is all we probably need for the moment in time. Let's see here. If we did something that just stored right after this, and then move forward. That's the thing, we're running out of space too, so I don't know. Okay. I have a couple ideas. A couple of them, but not very strong ideas. We can... Oh, I might need to other things as well. Man, there's so many things that we need to do. It's incredible. All right. We have the coal nearby. We need to set up the foundry if we want to continue on. But we also... How about this, right? Let's... This is a struggle. Because if we decide to do the foundry now, we're technically making the system worse, right? Like every single additional thing that we do to this system, right? And we know that we want to change it, it'll just make it worse. But if we do break it down, we'd be losing production. Like right now, we're getting fix-it tickets for days, and you know, we may not be generating it fast, but we're generating. But in the case of generating it fast, right? If we think about it that way, like generate the work that we do to generate it just a little bit faster compared to what we're doing now will supply us with a lot more stuff than if we, you know, try to do it a different way later. We have 2 more coupons. Thank you for the coupons. Just take that. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna rethink things a little bit. Right now, I like the fact that we have this whole separation thing out. You know, this is fine. 3 lines. One line that separates into 3 lines, which allows enough of a gap for everything to work out. But we need a smelting facility to follow, instead of what we're doing now. Because what we're doing now is leading us to have a huge backlog. Like, we just need to store this stuff. I don't think it's actually the smelting that's doing the wrong thing. I think it's just the stuff afterward. We need to like store stuff and then take stuff out of the storage containers. That'll keep things, you know, in a good non-standstill. That is some weird mesh collision there. At least I think. Anyways. So I think my problem isn't with the smelters then, it's just with the way I organize the machines, which of course is the way to organize the machines. We can extend towards the left. We have a lot of space for that. Let's go ahead and take away these conveyors real quick, because we don't really need fix-it coupons that bad. Just gonna wait for it to kind of disintegrate here. So yeah, how are you guys doing? You guys miss me? I know you guys didn't, but come on. A man can dream. 15 plates. Alright. So this is fine. I'm okay with the hub's position right now. I just don't like the our current foundational line position. Just need to figure out a different way of doing all this. Okay. New foundation that goes on from here. So we're gonna get a ramp 1. Not a ramp. New foundation 1 meter. And we ran out of concrete, so, you know. Them's the brakes, guys. Okay, let's go get the concrete. There's probably something inside of our thing here. That is silica, not concrete. Also, it's probably better to organize our stuff right here. Concrete. Don't we have another thing over here somewhere? Yeah, like next door, MAM. Yeah, there we go. No concrete in there. Alright, so let's just go get the concrete from over in the other place near the concrete mine. Man, there is a lot of different stuff here that we have a lot to do. Like there's like so much to do, so little time. So when we went out, there was a couple, like, so I'm like in like a more suburban area, right? In the status of living, basically. I don't really like live in a city or anything like that. I've never lived in a city my entire life. So generally speaking, whenever we went to this huge city, you know, it was Pittsburgh, right? Like whenever we went out to Pittsburgh, there was a lot of different people, different smells. I didn't realize how much steam was like exuding everywhere, right? Like, is that just a normal thing in cities? Just like the fact that, you know, you walk in and like the grates are like spewing steam and stuff like that. Like how does that even work? Are you guys like burning your poop, or how does that? I don't know how that computes. Because it was like a general thing everywhere. Like it felt like when, like, you know, Infamous or like Prototype, you know, the cityscapes there. I always thought the steams there were just like, oh, you can do something there, you know? There's something you can do there, that's why there's steam. Not that there was actually like part of the city. So it's very interesting to see. There's also the fact that I always thought I was getting robbed. And I think that's like a mental thing for me, basically. Like, every time I saw someone, I thought, oh my god, he's gonna rob me. Like, that's it. GG's. He's got me on point. He knows I'm from a different place. Meanwhile, they're just trying to get to their next destination. They don't want any trouble either. It's like co-opted anxiety. Like, I probably give him anxiety just by standing around or whatever I'm doing. And then he probably gets anxiety from like me like staring at him viciously. Like, oh my god, you're not gonna hurt me, right? Yeah, you're not gonna get me. Right? I'm like, and he's like, please leave me alone. My dude, please just stop. I don't know if this doesn't work. We're like off the grid. Oh my god, the motor in my cat's feeder is going out. Gotta charge that thing. But you know, that was my like, for instance, right? We went out to go get some food for the, oh my god, there's so many modular frames. For the, you know, the umpteenth time, because, you know, humans need food to survive. And there was this guy who was wearing a full-on face mask. And when I say face mask, it looked like, you know, like a robber's like ski mask, like the ones you'd see in the movies, right? And I just thought in my head, like, oh my god, this dude's about to rob the place, right? Now this guy, turns out he was just literally just a Grubhub ordering guy. He's just like, hey, you know, I'm here to pick up the order for R. Kelly, who lives like down the road or whatever. I don't know. It's probably not R. Kelly. Probably Barbara Bates or something. I don't know. But basically, he was just like, yeah, I'm just here to pick up an order and drop it off, right? And you know, he like walks in a hurry, obviously, because he wants to get his order done on time. And I see that, and I like motion my fiance. I'm like, hey, we should like walk over there. Like, maybe just not deal with any of that shit. Because I was not in the, I was not in the giving mood, I guess. If that was a bad situation, and I knew that there was an exit someplace else. Is there not enough screws? It's kind of surprising. Anyways, let me focus on what's going on. But basically, like, he was just completely fine. I was overreacting, and there was like, and I still to this day still feel like he dressed a little weirdly for a job that's about Grubhub. Like, who wears a face mask in like 90 degrees Fahrenheit? Maybe he's like double dipping, Who knows? But I don't know. Focus, Chris. Focus. Anyway, so let's see. We have the foundry to possibly make / the iron mines to generally destroy. So let's do one or the other here. Let's pause all our constructors because, it's basically all we can do now. Because once our constructors are done, actually, it's not even the constructors. We want to pause the smelters because we don't know how our smelters are going to all work. And then we will deal with our thing here. Yeah, now we'll take care of the smelters. Because the smelters are going to probably stay in place. What's not going to stay in place is the constructors. At least I think. Okay. With everything put on standby, this will probably give a lot more stuff to the top, which is fine. I don't even know if we're gonna have a top now. They say use verticality, but I don't know. Do we really want to use verticality here? All I know right now is that, well, that's the thing. It's getting a streamline of iron. Like, look at this. These were okay. Like, these are being streamlined directly into smelters. After they're split, right, it's still like a long streamline of iron, so they should be probably split again and then stored in separate containers, right? At least that's what I think. Okay, I'm just gonna cut the iron supply from you. Because it's gonna take too long. Come on. Okay, that's enough. Okay. So take this guy out. Because of course we are. Take this guy out. And this guy. Alright. How many overhauls can I do before we have a perfect system? The answer is none. There's no way that we can ever have a perfect system. The answer is, when do I have a system that feels generally okay? So I want to break down these constructors, right? Because I don't think the constructors are in a good place anymore. Oh, still constructing things. No more constructing things. Not allowed. No more constructing. We are doing bigger and better things every day. Okay, come on. The amount of like iron that's being produced is kind of insane. I also need to just, like for instance, these smelters here, right? They're lined up, which is great. I like the fact that these smelters are lined up. But they need to be split. Like without a doubt. Hello, bird thing. They need to be split up. Like the moment they're done smelting. So if we like split up our location here, conveyor splitter. I might just clear the whole thing up. Like these are connected to. Oh yeah, they're connected from the back. So if all of these are already powered, then I don't really need any of the power lines here just yet. Okay. I mean, this isn't too far off, right? We're not completely destroying our system. We're just modifying it. The storage container stays for now, because there's a lot of stuff in the storage container. And we might, you know, keep the arrangement, just not what's inside of it. Hello? Burb? Okay. We have 3. This was elevated because of the tree here. Okay. Starting from scratch. Again. Okay, so splitter. Okay, we want a splitter immediately in front of this, right? We're gonna do the same for each of these. I just tried to Control-Z the placement of that. I'm like, no, not like this. Okay, come on, right angles. Is that gonna work, like, conveyor-wise? But then this conveyor... I mean, it says it'll work, but that looks ugly as hell. Maybe I should have gave it a little bit more gap per. Okay, let's get rid of this. It's the way up, but like, do we really need the even Stevenness of it? Like we have like ladders at some point, right? Who knows? It's just introducing verticality, and we can just use the conveyors that go up there to go up there now. It'll be fine. And then we also need to... This isn't where the iron mine is, right? Yeah, okay. So then we need to grab some foundation here. That is not what I wanted to do. We wanted to grab some foundation, extend ourselves this way, and maybe split up the amount of like these poles here. Let's see. These poles here are like, there's a pole for every single location. It should be fine if I just like Get rid of it. That one's not gonna stay there for long. Okay. Also need a box. I'm gonna make a box real quick. Transportation. Oh, truck station. Either send or receive resources to vehicles. Has inventory with 48. Transfers up to 120 stacks per minute from a docked vehicle. Always refuels vehicle if it has access to matching fuel type. So, our tractor can automate the delivery of resources. We just put an entire coal line with conveyors, and it could have been done with a tractor. I'm gonna make a tractor now. Well, you know, later. Yeah, later, because we need to fix this first. Right, I needed the box. Don't forget about the tractor. The tractor. Okay, so put the personal storage box here. Take all. Store all. Oh dear. There's quite a bit. And I'll just, you know, grab the rest. That's the thing though, this is scary because we also have to modify the smelters to be like someplace else. Let's see. So they can't be right next to each other, is what we understand now. So like, let's put one like right at the edge here. Then like give like a little bit of gap. Right there. A little bit of gap. Right there. The gap. The gap. Iron and wire. Okay, so I think I put in as much as we had before, but I'm gonna create another one. Iron and wire. Wire. There's wire. Iron rods. It's gonna be very interesting to say the least. Who knows? We're inducting another smelter into our league. Okay, I'm just gonna add some more foundation here. Missing concrete and iron plate. Okay, let me go get that real quick. But basically, with the space that we'll have here, we'll be able to split these up a little better. Hopefully. Concrete and iron plate. That we somehow don't have? You have the plates. Did I miss the concrete in this? I guess. Did we seriously use 500 concrete already? Okay, well, I guess we have to head back for concrete. Let me go ahead and head over there. This isn't the way to concrete, that's the way. Did I ever go over there? I might not have. Distractions. There's poison. That's probably why I didn't go up here. Anyway, concrete, concrete. The amount of concrete that we're using is kind of insane. It almost makes me want to restart this concrete mine again. Almost. It's like the resource that we need the least right now. But don't worry, we'll get it up and running. What'll it be? It'll be like, what, 3 smelters? Or constructors. It goes straight into a constructor, right? So, it'll be like 3 constructors into like 3 storage bins and call it good kind of a thing. Anyways. It's a nice site. Nice little view. Okay, so we needed that for the foundation. So we need like another line basically. With how the lighting effects initiate at night, so it does like a random red glow. And then I'm like freaked out because I see a random red glow, but in reality it's completely fine. Okay, that's a ramp. Okay, what do I want to do with this? It's gonna be a ramp 1 meter. Like that. Right? Because everything's lifted. And then I did like a foundation 1M over here. All this so I can grab the fruits of my labor. I think that's too high. But, you know. Okay, so there is that. Foundation. I just need to... Okay, well that's not working yet, so that's fine. I'll just like go around it later. That's not really the point right now. We just needed the 1 row to fit the smelter on it. So we have that going on, and we can now put this guy with a little bit of space over here. Perfect. Semi-perfect. We're gonna have some problems with the conveyor, but we'll take that as we go along. All right. All of these need power. There's already power lines ready for each of these, if I can remember correctly. So that makes that 3 out of... No, that makes that 4 out of 4. So you need your own power line, mister. That's not how you cut a power line. Oh, F, power line 2. This guy. To this guy. This guy. To this guy. Wow! Incredible! I think that's fine. And this to this is also fine, I think. So that's like, what, 3 connections on 1, which is fine with me. I think that doesn't really affect anything anyway. I can barely see. Anyway, 2. That's there. Let's see, that goes here. I don't have any cable, of course. And we have just about enough cables in our inventory to finish this job. So from here, we want to be able to grab enough of our smelted stuff. Grab enough of our iron here, split it up, contain it, then disperse it to wherever we want it to go, but not necessarily bother our line all that much. So it'll just be like completely focused on iron smelting. This is powered. This is not powered. Now you're powered. This is not powered. Now you're powered. And that was the last power up. Here. Okay, this is the part where things get a little messy. Right? So, if we go ahead and discard this, and then take that, and then, what's it called? 2, 3. Move that over here. Clipping may occur. Oh, because of you. Well, I gotta move you guys. Move those guys around. Organization. Put the personal storage box down there. Configure. Store all. Oh, actually that's it. And then go back to 3. Need iron plates. They're stored from somewhere else, I guess. Okay. And we're going to reattach that to this. Okay. Perfect. This is going to be configured to iron ingots. Good job. GG's. Alright, now we're going on to the next one. Same thing here. Grab this. Put you in here somehow. Say you'll be clipping with these guys. Okay, that's not good. How many lines are you connected to? This is connected to one thing. So maybe I can delete this guy. Sounds about right. It's connected to 2. This is connected to 4, so it's a main line here. So we're gonna have to go around it in order for us to get to where we need to go. So this, and then here. Perfect. That's all good. Your iron. All right. Like close but no potato here. So this one's going up, and we haven't really claimed up yet, so it'll look a little subpar for a little bit, but otherwise it'll be fine. Whenever it goes back up. All right. So for here, just to do the same thing we've been doing. One up. Okay, this needs to go away. And this needs to go. Oh, you're actually very close. I'm glad the sunlight's coming back. I can barely see. So we have the right one here. It's already connected. So we'll have the middle one connect to this guy. We'll have the left one here connect to this guy. So that was actually our most left and right Right, so what's going to connect to this guy? Well, we'll just send everything over like a small amount. Right? Yeah, that's all we can do. Scoot everything over by one. Have this guy there. Have this guy here. And voila. Alright, there we go. Now we have a complete right-hand system for this right thing over here. This will split up and that'll split up and whatever. We have this empty one here, and this can actually be filled up by our top one up here. And that'll get rid of one of our iron making sequences, because we're probably going to move everything, right? Yeah. Here. There. Perfect. Alright, there we go. Iron ingots. All that's smelting iron ingots, please. Okay, so there should be 3 going up then, right? Yes. It's the back one, which is completely fine. Because that will be the actual verticality that they're speaking of from earlier. From here, we want to split these up. If we can split these up and be using logistics. Yes, it's been a while, even though I just opened this. Alright, we can do this, immediately go there, and just keep going till we see the 2 green lines. 2 green lines, almost there. There we go. This should be enough space to fit both of the splitters. For each of these. Ooh, come on. Hope that worked the way I wanted it to. Hope it works the way I wanted it to. Alright. It's getting a little hot in here, so give me like a small second to close this door. Alright, so yeah, the door was cracked open for the cat, and we decided to leave it open instead of closing the door behind him. So rude, but it's okay. So we have each of these ready to split. In fact, that's what I'm going to do here. I'm actually going to direct to the points here. So for these, we're going to need, well, let's actually just count them. We're going to need 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 storage containers. That'll contain a lot of these iron rods that are iron bars that are coming in. Sure. 18. How big is a storage container again? Is that even possible? Storage. I mean, we can make a bunch of them. If we can do something like this. I don't think we need to worry too much about it being That's off center. Come on. Q. Storage container. That doesn't need to have 2 green lines, just has 1. Okay. This here, that's 3, that's 6. Okay, we're heading into 9. So we got 7. 8, 9 here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, I mean, this is pretty close. We could do like one on the side, I guess. Yeah. We said we needed 18. We're gonna try to get as 18. We're gonna get as close to 18 as possible, basically. Need some iron plates. I want it to focus outwards, so we'll just do this. Something like that. We can like put a foundation here, I think. Just make it look it's part of it or something. It's fine. So that's what 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And we said we needed 18. So 2 more. Need more space. Always need more space. Just need 2. Branch it out like we did on the other side. Honestly, having it kind of like what's the two-handed word? Ambivalent as it is right now might be helpful for like focusing on different areas and stuff like that. And at that point, we just have to move the storage containers and not necessarily the wiring. Have a lot of iron production. I don't know what to say. At this rate, we'll never have a blockage. I hope. I really hope we never have a blockage. Because that's kind of the point of doing all this. Plates. Okay. To get plates, we just need to go over to our box over here, grab the remaining plates. Turns out we ran out of plates. We have plates somewhere over here. We have to make plates, don't we? You're gonna make me make plates, aren't you? Sad face. I don't want to make plates, huh? I don't want to make plates. I don't want to make plates! Let's make plates. Alright, let's go over here and try to make some plates. So far so good. It does look like it is going to make sure that we're out of that whole blockage issue. Which, in turn, whenever it's stored, it'll basically... So basically, we split it up into their different storage compartments, which means the storage compartments will fill up slower. Those storage compartments could be split up from there, technically, once they start to get full. So I guess having another, like, split there would be still necessary. And then from there, we can drive them into their machines, whichever one's needed. And just keep on going from there. Alright, that should be enough plates. Please be enough plates. I was making conveyors. Because, like, you can see here, right? Like, they're just going straight in. It's looking nice, too. Looking clean. Center. Right. I'm starting to see the angled approach kind of a thing. Like, yeah, like right there. Kind of sucks. We can technically move that over like one more. So yeah, let's just go and do that. We'll move it over. So it's not that bad of an idea. You know, but it is quite the bad idea to try to put a foundation where it's not needed. Like in the middle of a sand dune. Because you can't aim. Okay. Add a splitter, but like in a different location because we don't have enough room. Splitter, splitter, splitter. Okay. I cannot believe that we got trucks of all things to get after we did that whole coal thing. Maybe it was beforehand, I just didn't even notice. But, you know, still sucks. Center. Oh, I did one extra. Well, that just means you're gone. Right. Alright. We got it started. Wait. Take a look at this, guys. Just a complete economically, like, well done smelting operation. Nice. Alright. Let's head off